Hey, hello, everybody. Good afternoon to you. You have the pleasure of hanging out with Ashley and myself, who I'm just going to say, if you've never seen Ashley and I on a video before, I think the best term is saucy. I'm pretty sure that, like, we just get, oh man, I got one too. It's like,
we're getting hood.
we get hood. We get so
we throw down basically.
Right. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So you guys, this is what we literally both had our hoods on, Mike. Sorry, Mike just showed up. So that was a riot, and that also needs to be screenshotted by all of the people at some point. So what we need to talk about today, and I know I'm sort of getting zoomed in on right now. What we need to talk about today, you guys, feel free to like banter with us. Feel free to have a good time with us. You guys, we are living in the best time period to be building your business online. Stop fooling yourself. Here's the thing. Whenever Ashley and I were talking this morning about this, like, myth crushers, because Mythbusters is apparently taken. When we were talking this morning about that, I was like, let's start debunking the stuff that people think, right? So like the stuff that people are like, well, I can't be Royal Crown Diamond, or I can't build, not even Royal Crown Diamond, like I can't be gold, or I can't be platinum. I can't build my business because of X, Y, and Z. I want to debunk that stuff so you guys legit really know that you can. So today's is, I don't have a big enough audience. Give me, and don't be sheepish. Listen, we're all here in love, but give me a hands up or a heart, or maybe like a face.
Is that a reaction?
Like I feel like that's kind of, I don't know. Give us some sort of reaction if you feel like that's you. And you guys, we can't move through stuff until we recognize that is our limitation. Like, that is the thing that we were thinking. You can't move past it. You can't move over it, around it, any of that. You have to go right on through it for it to be lasting, right? So if you feel like that's you, go ahead and give us some emoting of some sort. Ashley, what is your take? What's your take on the I don't have a big enough audience while I look for our video on the
yeah, in the group. Yeah, go for it. All right. So, there we got one. Hey Carly, we got you. she got the emoji. All right. So my take, guys. How many people are on the planet? Anybody want to let us know in the comments how many people are literally on this planet?
It's 7.5 billion. I Googled it yesterday.
7.5 billion people.
Yes.
Do you know how many billions of those people are on Facebook right now?
So many.
Like a significant percentage of those people. How many countries does this company operate in? And how many potential billions of people is that? Through this platform, through just Facebook, just making friends with people who you vibe with, you can find people from anywhere in the world. You guys want to know a story? When I first got started in network marketing, everybody told me no. Everybody who I knew told me no in my circle. They looked at me like I was crazy, and they're still coming to me now like, oh, I wish I would have learned from you back then. Man, like all of them. But you know what I did? I went out and I made new friends. And before long, I was really, really good at what I was doing. And I had a global team of people that I loved hanging out with who were excited to go and grow our tribe. Your people are out there, and they are out there in multiples. You got to quit thinking that your circle is small, because you are, what is it? You're the average of the 5. What's the Jim Rohn quote, right?
Yeah, the 5 people that you hang around with. Yeah, you're the average of the 5 people. Yep.
And if, you know what, love them, but if all they're doing is want, you need to go add some new people to that circle, right? You need to love on them and consider that you're going to have to meet new people, make new friends to make this thing work. And that's actually, like, you don't have to be blue for that to be a fun part of this.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. Like in Go for Gold, you guys, when we, and I do them in here, the bat signal coaching, you guys are really, it's not even like, you'll hear me say this a million times. It was never just about business. This isn't just about business. The cool thing is that, like, when you really understand who you are at your core, how many people have taken Go for Gold? Let me know in the comments here. How many people have taken Go for Gold and actually learned more about yourself before you even started building your business? Because when you learn more about you, then all of a sudden you can project that and everybody's like, ooh, I need to know more about her. Even people that are in your existing circle that are not asking you any questions right now, all of a sudden they know this thing that you've been not projecting before because you didn't realize the value in it, right? Now you understand the value. Now, dare I say, you're taking control of your own situation. You're monetizing your knowledge. You're monetizing your passion. You're monetizing the things that excite you anyway, and you're building a business with it. I don't know. Who doesn't want to jump on board with that? Like, for real. For real. I have people reaching out to me that, like, I've been doing Young Living now just a smidgen over a year, that, like, they were in my circle from the very beginning. But remember, you guys, my circle was full of, like, can I say, like, oh, God bless y'all that are watching this right now. Prima donna startup folks. Okay. Here's the thing. There's a whole, you know what I'm talking about, Ashley?
That is a very unique situation.
It's yeah, but it was my audience. So everybody's like, well, Martha had this big audience. Listen, I had a big audience of people that did not do MLMs, that did not want to mess with it at all. But now they see what I'm doing and they're coming to me because I'm using my own bat signal, because I'm using my flavor, and I'm not just like, you know, I'm not posting without intention. I'm not posting like just random gobbledygook, which is fine. It's fine to post random gobbledygook for a while, but like to really find those people, you have to be intentional with it. And that's all that we teach in Go for, well, it's not all. We teach a lot of stuff in there.
It's at the core though. It's at the core of what it is.
It makes your business fun. Can I say fun?
Yes, we're blue.
Yeah.
This is red time, but we're blue.
Right.
We like fun. No, when I got started, the people who were in my circle were people that I really held in high regard. These were very intelligent people, that most of them were philosophy majors, because there was a period of time when I was that. And oh my God, these are the last people who are ever even probably going to get into business, period.
Yes.
It was really challenging, but I had to elevate my circle with more of the right people. And guys, you can do that too. And they're out there. They're out there waiting for you to show up, and you showing up gives them permission to step into their power. Right? They're watching and waiting for you. Maybe they don't know that it's you, but when that person activates, it inspires the next person. You have to be a part of that domino effect. And sometimes in your circle, you got to be the first domino that falls. You got to be the one to start that movement. And if you don't, I mean, what are you waiting for? Right? Is it not worth it for you to see the world change in the direction that you want it to? This isn't even about the comp plan anymore, you guys. This is not about money anymore, right? This is about a movement, and you can be the one to start it. Now, you don't have to be the illustrative figurehead at the top of it, but you could be the first crazy guy dancing, waiting for the other guy to join in. Have you guys ever seen that video?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. The first follower phenomenon.
Yes.
All you're looking for is that first crazy person to dance crazy. You're crazy with you.
Yes.
You're staying crazy. Right? And then other people are like, oh, that's my crazy too. And then they all come. Guys, go look up the first follower phenomenon. We did a training on this on Get Oiling a while back. It's on YouTube, and this guy like breaks it down in a TED Talk. It's amazing.
It is totally cool. Yeah, you guys definitely need to watch that. It's awesome. And it also attests to something that's known as like a herd mentality, right? So like in psychology, when people see you've got your early adapters, you've got your people that like, and I believe this is in the TED Talk as well. The early adapters are like the first couple people that are like, they're watching the guy dancing, and then they kind of inch in a little bit, and then they own it. Those are your early adapters. Those are the people that are they're just going to do it because they're going to do it because it's different, right? And then you've got other people that start following suit after them. And all of a sudden, when you have enough people dancing, now everybody needs to be a part of this dance. And that has nothing to do with what your circle currently is, you guys. That whole dance, what is that? There's a noise happening in my house. What is happening? Oh, it's the cleaning lady's here. It's the vacuum upstairs. I'm like, I think my house might be falling apart, but it's just the vacuum. It's an intense vacuum.
This really is a zombie apocalypse.
Right. I know. I was like, is this on video? So my house is going to fall apart. Send help. So that's the whole thing though, you guys, is as we are creating these movements, and Ashley, when you said the word movement, I had head to toe goosebumps. That is exactly what we're doing. You guys, again, she said it's not about the comp plan. It's not about paychecks. Do those come with it? Yes. But if your focus and your goal is continuously on money, you will not win. If your focus and your goal is continuously on service to others, serving them where they sit, taking care of your friends, your family, your new friends, all of that, being the leader, being the beacon of light for all of those people, you will win every single time. But that takes guts, you guys. It takes what you think you may not have. But here's the thing. You have it because you're with us in Gold Getters, in Go for Gold. You're with us. We stand alongside you. You are not alone, you guys. And you can do this with everybody else. And as soon as you start to gain momentum, then you're not even going to feel like you need everybody else, but we're still there with you, of course. But you're not going to even feel the need, because now all of a sudden you're sprinting. You didn't even realize that you went from crawling to walking to sprinting until all of a sudden the wind's in your hair and you're like, well, I'm doing this, I guess. Right, because that's how it works, you guys. That's how it works. I feel like
right. And let me add one other thing in there, right? You're talking about this. It's not just about money. It's about being of service to others. Yes. It's also critically importantly, and I see this all through this group, it's not about what other people think. It is not about what other people think, not your friends, not your upline, right? It is about nothing other. Oh, we can talk. It's about nothing other than.
That's another show.
Your mission, your mission, your message, your intent to leave your mark on the world in the way that you want to serve. Yes. And it's between you and those you want to serve. And that's it. That's it. It's not about what people think. It's not about how they think you should be doing things. It's not about their opinions. If you buy their opinions, you buy their life. Examine their circumstances. Do you want those for yourself? If you don't care. Don't care.
Yes. And
let it go.
We all show up. We have, whenever one person says, if someone were to say, I'll just word it a few different ways, whatever way feels best to you right now.
Let's dance around this a
right,
bit
yeah. But speaking of dancing, if you're saying that you don't have a big enough audience, what you're saying, really, replace it with, my audience doesn't matter. How does that feel? Like for a second, just sit in that. My audience doesn't deserve to feel better. My audience doesn't deserve to have financial independence. My audience doesn't deserve, like, man, this is hitting me right to my core right now, you guys. Like, that is what you're saying. When you're saying that you don't have a big enough audience, you're saying the people that are around you don't matter. And that don't feel good, right? So we need to show up even for the people that are around us. And then, of course, when you're in Go for Gold, you're going to learn how to expand outside of that even. Wasn't it Sarah Raznick, I think, had 2 hits to her lead magnet in Get Oiling. This is from Go for Gold, like how she learned to set it up and everything. 2 hits to her lead magnet. I believe it was in one day, just the other day. People she did not know. These are people that are potentially going to be joining her team that she did not know, you guys. This is how you do business. This is how you do business online. And this is how you do business, period, these days. period.
This is how we teach you to do business and go for gold. How many of you who are here right now have gotten leads through your system? If you've set up your funnel, how many of you have gotten leads from people that you don't know? Let us know in the comments.
Tell us.
Tell us. Tell us. Because I know it's happening for a lot of people right now. And that's kind of the point, right? You show up with your message and people come to you. Now, granted, yeah, you got to have some things in place. You got to get your head right. You got to have a couple of key things in place that we teach you exactly how to put in place and go for gold. But once you do that, you're showing up authentically, you're showing up in service, and you are attracting people to you because they're out there and they're waiting for your message, right? And they matter, don't they?
I think they do. Mike and
Don't they matter more than other people's opinions?
Boy, listen. Oh, girl.
Megan got a lead while she was in Jamaica. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Those are some
awesome.
good pictures too. I was jealous, man. You got in and out of there just in time, girl.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, that's awesome that you got back and all. That's great. That's okay. So there's a lot of things that I just wanted to say there. I just lost them all. I lost them all. They were all there jumbled together and I completely forgot them all. The opinions of other people. I would like to just get right back on that horse for a second. You guys, there's a reason that we're all here. If there were only a few of us that needed to be here in order to propel the world along, then there would only be a few of us here. Okay. There's a reason that there's all types of us here. Some of us were made to be different types of people, right? Be careful with the opinions of people. The one thing that an opinion of somebody else is going to tell you is it's not going to tell you your own limitations. It's going to tell you their limitations. They tell you what they couldn't do. And God bless them. All that they're trying to do is they're trying to keep you safe because they weren't able to accomplish that thing. And it really hurt their feelings and it really hurt their ego and yada, yada, yada. You're not them. Okay. You're not them. And we can't be paying attention to those people's opinions. And also they are potentially, if they weren't able to do something anyway, it's super like, probably the case that they were here to do something else. That doesn't mean that they were wrong or whatever. They're just not you. And you're here to do something. Listen, if you're here and you're watching this video right now, that means that you're here to make a difference. And if you're here to make a difference, we don't have time for anybody else's opinion. If I listened to everybody that told me I needed to slow down, if I listened to everybody that told me that, oh, Martha, I don't know if you should do that. I don't know if you should quit that day job. I don't know if you should do this and if you should do that. I had
Martha, that sounds like a scam.
Boy, is that one of those pyramid things, right? Like, for real, you guys, seriously, this is people that think small, and God bless them. God bless them. That's totally okay.
And they don't have to stay thinking small. Right? They don't have to stay thinking small. They need to see you growing. They need to see you moving. They need to see this becoming reality for you. Yes. And their minds can expand too. You know what? It took me hitting the first, second, third leadership rank in my first company for people in my family to be like, oh, can you tell me about that now? My family, you guys, nobody wanted to give me the time of day for it. I offered to sign them up myself to put them in my legs. They didn't want to hear any of it. Not until I won a vacation and I got my parents one too and took all four of us to Mexico when I was just coming off of being on food stamps, you guys. People will believe you when they see you. And you don't have to be winning the vacations to do that. They need to see your transformation. Your audience will show up. I was going to, Martha, have you ever popped like stovetop popcorn? Have you ever done like a...
Yes, the Jiffy Pop?
Yeah. Or I guess it's the same if it's in a microwave, right? Guys, you know how popcorn kernels don't all pop at the same time? Like you turn the heat on and some of them will pop right away and some of them just never do, right? Your audience, like who you have around you right now, and this will always be true no matter how many, but 20 or 3,000, they're always going to be at different stages of readiness, right? And different things will trigger, different things will turn the heat up for them. Right now, we are looking ahead at uncertainty, right? And people are thinking like, man, I don't want to be stuck in this position again. They might have thought that oils were a little too crunchy for them, but they might think a little differently now if they know that, wow, well, you're surviving this okay, you're working from home, or you've got prospects and you're excited about it, right?
Yeah.
Different things will work for different people to activate them. So don't blow off or figure that everybody that said no is always going to be a no, because a no is always a yes later.
That's what Go for Gold is a system to turn a no into a yes. If you guys didn't realize that that's what the system is, it turns no's into yeses. It nurtures no's into yeses.
Without you having to chase them.
Yeah, it nurtures like a not yet or a ghosting situation into a yes. You guys, it happens all the time. The longer you're with it, the longer or the more that you'll realize that like that's what this system does. More than anything else is it warms them up into like, oh, okay, all right. Mike and I were driving to I can't remember. We went a few places today. We were driving somewhere today, and he looked over at me and he's like, so the world is kind of crazy right now, but we're good and that's really nice. And I'm like, not only is it nice, it's nice that we're teaching other people how to also be good. Because I don't want to just be good on my own. I want for everybody to be good. And I believe that we're all the same in here that way. I believe that we all truly want to be that example for everybody else, so everybody can be good. We're not just trying to like rub people's noses in the fact that like we good, we're fine, this isn't affecting us. Like it's not, but it's more about let's show you how to also be able to withstand what looks to be storms out there, and in a way that's so sustainable for you and your family, where you're not really missing a note, right? Like where it's just not even any different for you. That's like the coolest part of all of this, in my opinion.
Yeah, but tell you what, you guys, if you want an idea for sort of a curiosity post that you could make on your own profile, what you should absolutely do is think about what you are most grateful for right now. Whether you have just gotten started with this and you are jazzed about the opportunity, or you have, a little bit of bills taken care of with your income, or you're doing really, really well, whatever it is, figure it out. What is the thing that you're most grateful for, and share that gratitude, and just open the door up and say, if you're interested in learning about what got me here, reach out. I'm happy to talk with you.
Yes.
And obviously don't necessarily make them put it in the comments, because if people feel financial uncertainty and that's what you're talking about, you don't want to make people put themselves on blast, right? If depending, I don't know, if you're red, you might not care. Just understand that there might be crickets.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I see, and I'm connected to a lot of people who have been really, established in this industry for a long time. And I've seen a lot of gloating lately, like, oh, well, I'm unaffected by this. Please don't do that. Yeah. Please don't do that. But do post and say, I am grateful for the opportunity that I have to prevent my family from facing this kind of uncertainty again. Yes. I don't know where you guys are at, but if you're someone who has that on your heart and you're interested in learning more about what I'm doing, I would be thrilled to share it with you. And then just invite them to reach out to you.
Yes, exactly.
Just make that a piece of service.
I love it. Well,
and listen, guys, this is recession proof. Like, I got started in this industry in the height of the last recession. Like, people, they're feeling it right now. Like, people are open right now. Promise, especially if they do not have a salaried gig or they're in a company that could risk cutting. I mean, literally, you guys, right now, my husband is a chef in New York City, and he's salaried in his position right now, but we don't know what's happening next. I mean, we're good because I'm good, but we don't know. There's a lot of people out there who just don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so true, you guys. It's so true. So we've addressed we want to keep these around 30 minutes, but we have addressed I don't have a big enough audience. I feel like do we want to drop a mic on anything on that point again, super quick before we end, or?
I mean, at the end of the day, if you want a bigger audience, I mean, well, I guess the question is first, oh, well, I don't have a big enough audience. Okay, well, are you willing to have a bigger one? Right?
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, go for gold, follow the steps in order, and you're going to learn how to get one, and to get one on your terms. That's not going to have you having to set up and chase down conversations with every single new person that comes into your orbit, where you can actually spend your time with the audience who is most interested in speaking to you right now.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people out there ready to talk right now. That's just it. Yeah. Put it out there, and like she said, whenever you get Go for Gold, when you join into it, do one module at a time. We say this all the time, but in this Netflix world that we live in, everybody's like, I'm binging them all. And then they're like, what do I do? Really? You just do module 1, get the stuff done. Do module 2, get the stuff done. Module 3, get the stuff done. By the time you're done, everything will be built and you'll be like, how did that happen? And it all happened in compartments. You don't need to understand everything behind it. We show you how to build it. Well, they show you for the most part how to build it in their system, right? Yeah, they show you how to build it in their system. And then all of a sudden, magically, it's there. You don't need to take college courses on how to do this stuff. Just do the things and you will be successful, period. Period. Okay, I love you guys. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.